Hey, here we are. Hi, Lauren. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. It's so good to see you. How are you?
It's so good to see you. I love when we do these videos because it's acting like we just now saw each other. But in reality, we were talking about 2 minutes before this, just like this. Hi, everybody. If you are here,
Yes, hello,
um,
everyone.
joining me today is Lauren Feger, the director of the AOPP, the Association of PEMF Professionals. And we are going to talk all about the AOPP, why I love them. We're going to answer your all's questions about MagnaWave, AOPP, PEMF in general, whatever you want to know, the weather, where I'm at. But anyways, whatever questions you may have. But first of all, tell us where you are, give us your name. Make sure that you remember we are doing giveaways today. So there will be some giveaways at the end of the broadcast. In order to participate in the giveaways, if you are in a Facebook group, we cannot see your name. So if you're watching this in a Facebook group, if you are on a Facebook page, like our corporate page, I can see your name. So if I can't see your name, please write your name at the end of every comment so that I know who I'm talking to and I know who I'm giving away prizes to. Okay, Lauren, why don't you tell us, how are you today? What's going on? Anything that what's up? How are you?
Yeah, hi, I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here. I watch you guys sometimes, during office hours when I can. So it's always nice to catch up with you guys. But this is super fun. I love being able to talk with you directly and all the practitioners. I see everyone saying hello. It's so good to see everyone and connect. I love the support we get from MagnaWave. All of your practitioners over there always are so passionate about what they do and always have great questions for me. So I'm excited to be here and just share with you guys some stuff that's going on, help answer any questions that I can about, what we do over at the AOPP and how we can assist you guys in your journey. So I'm excited to be here.
This is great. And I kind of want to share really quickly. Thank you for saying that, Lauren. But I want to share really quickly about why I'm so passionate about the AOPP. The AOPP is a place where everyone, regardless of what company that you are with, can come together. Part of the reason that I'm so passionate about this is that there are a lot of PMF companies out there. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of information, and a lot of people will buy a machine and they don't necessarily get the same training that MagnaWave offers. And even if you do get the training that MagnaWave offers, it's great to have a community. I really wish that in the PMF industry, people weren't so I wish we could all just get along, because sometimes instead of just talking about how great a machine is or a company is, when you're selling something, sometimes people bash other companies in their sales pitch and in their communications. And that's not the way to go, because PMF is fantastic all the way around. And so joining the AOPP and working with you has been fantastic for us, because I like that our practitioners have another place to get information. You all have a red light training course now, which is amazing. So it's definitely expanding. The information is so much science and so much not just about how to use any specific machine. That doesn't talk about that, but it talks about PEMF. Like, if you are out there, and I want to say this absolutely, if you don't know what PMF is, if you are looking at getting a PMF machine, or you feel overwhelmed in the process of buying a PMF machine, and you're saying to yourself, I don't know what to look for, I don't know what questions to ask, I don't know the science behind PMF, so I feel overwhelmed when I'm going to look at these machines. Go to pmfprofessionals.com and get a certified membership, because there's a lot of information in there that really will help somebody understand what PMF is. Right, Lauren?
Absolutely. I tell people all the time, if you don't know where to start, just get started. Like, that's the easiest thing to do. It is overwhelming. There is so much out there. You can Google, you can go to YouTube, and it's just constant. You're inundated with things. And then trying to decipher who's just sharing their information and their experience versus who's sharing that and also trying to sell me something. And that clouds everyone's sort of, judgment and understanding there. So, and everyone sort of feels manipulated at that point. So just having a place that is completely unbranded and unbiased, we want to support all manufacturers and responsible practitioners. But we try to do it in a way that we don't favor one company, obviously, over another. And that is also because it's so important in the industry, like you were saying just a little while ago, to not be, yes, it's competitive. Competition is good for business, right? But the infighting about who has the best equipment or what it does, mine versus yours, a lot of times just turns people off. And we're in a position right now where PEMF can do so much good for so many people and animals that it's just for us right now. One of our main goals is just getting the word out about PEMF, and the sort of the fighting amongst each other about which machine is best sort of clouds that mission, right? So it's all good when it is manufactured appropriately and safely, and when it is applied safely from an educated person. There is, very few causes or, pauses for concern when using PEMF. So getting everybody on the same page is one of our biggest missions. And so that we can, further advance the use of PEMF, because we think obviously there are so many, surgeries and medications and different things that people don't necessarily have to go through. And there's other things out there that people can do to stay healthy and to benefit from a healthy lifestyle. And PEMF is absolutely one of those wellness modalities, no matter what you're using it for, whether it's using it on a racehorse or for your own personal wellness at home with just you and your fur babies. So I think, that was a lot. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to be here and talk to everyone. But yeah, it's important, yes, that we all come together. And I know it's challenging, especially when there's competition in your area and it seems like people are talking negatively. It's hard not to respond in a negative way. But I see a lot of practitioners, a lot of MagnaWave practitioners. I see you guys in groups and stuff commenting and really doing your best to stay professional. And that's really the best thing that you can do. You have to set yourself apart. And that's always for anyone getting started, whether they're, already have purchased a machine or not. That's one of the things that I always talk to people about is the professionalism aspect, because if you're not professional, people aren't going to take you seriously. And then they're not going to take anything that you're telling them seriously about what you can do, what your equipment can do. And so it just defeats the whole purpose. So
yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And that when you say that, like, part of the problem is that there are companies that sell machines and there are people buying machines, maybe secondhand. They don't understand really what it is. And when they go talk and do things and maybe use that equipment out there on, they can get the industry in trouble where the machines that person could cause a problem where an entire group of people can't use their machines at a certain event, at a certain state. Like there's regulatory with, surprisingly, what we've seen, and I think what you've seen, and is a veterinary boards will get involved where people are saying and doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. And I think that it's so important that that we as an industry regulate ourselves instead of allowing country or states and provinces or whatever to regulate us, that there is a body like of people from every company. Practitioners from every company are welcome to join and learn and have their voices heard. What regulatory changes and what have you seen recently that that's been going on in the industry?
Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up, because that's definitely probably the number one question that I get, from practitioners, after they learn about the AOPP and whatnot, is what do I need to be concerned about regulatory wise, where I am and what I'm doing. And there's lots of things. So to your first point, how you present yourself and what you say and the impact that can have on the industry and other practitioners is very real. We have faced that scenario a few times, once in New York and in Pennsylvania. And we have a somewhat similar situation going on in Nebraska. Most of those situations have, we've been able to sort of squash whatever the issue was and have an understanding about what PEMF really is. But the bottom line is, if you are marketing something the way that you shouldn't be, you can still very much get in trouble. So we can go in there and handle the regulations piece, and I can talk to legislators and say, okay, this is what it is, and this is why it should be regulated like that. And we can have all of those discussions, and that's great, but that won't keep you from getting number one in trouble, and it won't keep, sort of the stain that's been placed then on the industry. So it's super important to understand what you can and can't say. And I know it's confusing. It's so especially when, you have this equipment and you can use it on humans or animals and you feel safe doing that. And now you're trying to make a business around that. That's a whole different scenario, right? When you just have your own personal machine, in a lot of ways, like, okay, no one knows what you're doing. That's, okay. But when it's a business, you've taken on a certain a much different level of liability there. And that impacts the industry as well. So we've definitely seen, I will say this, number one, a common question about, how does my state regulate PEMF? And I will say this, there is no state currently that has any official documented legislation on their books that specifically outlaws PEMF. So that means it's not specifically named in any regulation. Now, there are states and some vet boards that have written regulation that can be interpreted to include PEMF. So that's where it's confusing sometimes and muddy or hazy. You can't just Google, can I use PEMF in my state? Because the language isn't there yet. The language isn't necessarily in the regulations. So that's a big part of what we do is monitor what's going on across the country and as best we can on an international level. I will say mostly it's Health Canada. We try to monitor what's going on there. But by and large, and every state is different because there's different state vet boards, there's different state massage boards, most of whom are regulated by the Department of Health and Human Services or the Department of Health and something, et cetera, in that state. So it's different in every single state. And that's why there is no easy answer. We have the regulatory discussion board on the website for our members. You can log in and the regulations that we know of are posted in there. You can read them by state. You can read them by demographic, I believe. So if you're looking for animals, if you want to read just about the FDA regulations, you can visit the website if you're a member and read through some of that. The most recent issue that we are facing is happening currently in Nebraska, which could absolutely continue to impact practitioners in surrounding states as well, where a single practitioner was sort of investigated, called out, what have you. And that investigation from the state vet board determined that PEMF is considered veterinary medicine. So that practitioner is no longer allowed to practice her business currently, or she could continue facing fines and it's different punishment. However, that being said, that's not written into law yet. So that's part of what we're trying to do right now. We are monitoring what's going on at that board. They just met this last month, July 26th. This was not on any open agenda. So we attend those meetings, listen into what's going on, and then, we'll interact as needed. It hasn't come up on this agenda's meeting minutes or any of the open sessions. So we're requesting to be seen in the next meeting. That won't happen until September. They usually meet every other month. I don't know why. But we'll request to, whether it's an open session or not, I'm not sure. So, but we definitely want to get in front of the board. I've already emailed the contact there and they just haven't responded. But we absolutely want to get, something figured out, solidified. Obviously, it's heartbreaking for the practitioner that was targeted, and can be continue to be a challenge if there's more regulation that goes in that it could affect the dozens of practitioners that serve hundreds, if not thousands, of animals and humans in the state of Nebraska. So that's something that we're actively working on. The frustrating thing is that it takes time. These they're state employees. I'm not saying anything bad about that, but they're, they move on their own schedule. And I don't have the means necessarily to make them move any faster. So that's probably the most recent issue that's coming up that I'm aware of. And that really brings me to another point is that you guys have to be involved too. It can't, this is obviously one of our biggest missions and goals is to be as involved as possible to protect this industry from overreaching regulation. But I need the membership support to be able to do that. So we have to continue to grow. We have to continue to have a bigger footprint in the industry so that our voice actually matters. And that's why your all support is so important.
$100 a year is what the membership is right now. And I don't think you all realize the amount of work that she just said that she is doing to help all of the people in Nebraska. And by the way, this has happened in the past before, where states have said, oh, it falls under veterinary medicine, but then they've come back and changed it because the vets are like, oh, wait, I don't want to do all the PMF sessions. I'm realizing now that this isn't the way we want to go. And then they'll switch it and they'll make some rules about, other stipulations around safe use. So it goes back and forth. But if you don't support the AOPP now, then eventually it's going to be your state. It's going to be your province. It's going to be where you're at. Something's going to happen. And, maybe the funds aren't there anymore. Like, we have to all work together to make these things stay. And somebody just commented, I want to clear this up. They just said, seems like MagnaWave and the AOPP are the same company. I want to be very clear. MagnaWave and the AOPP are very different companies. Okay. The AOPP is fully supported. Like, I believe in what the AOPP does. So if I share all of their stuff and MagnaWave fully shares all of their stuff, and I do stuff like this because we want to help that grow the industry, not just for ourselves, but for every PMF practitioner, that's probably why you get that, because I wholeheartedly want this to succeed. And it's that's it. Okay. So yes, MagnaWave does wholeheartedly want AOPP to succeed, and we do try to support them in any way, shape, or form. But Lauren and Jerry make their decisions. They are fully autonomous to do what they want. They have other manufacturers and distributors that they work with. They have practitioners from every single other distributor and manufacturer that are joined. We don't have any oversight over them whatsoever. So all I have ever done is believed in Jerry's mission whenever he wanted to get this going. And I believe in everything that Lauren's doing. And I think that that's probably why you see us, because we do scream it from the rooftop that this is something that you should be a part of. And that's why. Okay, great. I went on and on and on, but I do want to say one more thing. I am so proud of the work that you've done. I mean, this is a lot to go after the regulatory stuff. It is a lot to do, but not only for that $100 a year do they get, that type of support and the log into the website where they could see all the regulatory changes, but they also get a really cool thing called member discounts. So wait, really quickly, if you want to be a member, where is it? Right there. You can scan that QR code right there. I have it pinned at the top. You can learn and select the certified practitioner one is the smallest membership. If you want to join the certified practitioner one today, it's $100 a year usually, but for today only, you save $10. What is that promo code for them to save $10 if they want to join?
Yes. So it's for today only. You can use the code SAVE10. SAVE10. Save 10, and you'll get $10 off that certified membership. And that gives you the membership. It's good for a year, 12 months from today. So you have 12 months to go through the certifications. There's different videos in there that you can share with clients. There's downloadable forms. I know a lot of this stuff, MagnaWave, you guys have your own marketing materials that you guys provide, but there are additional resources in there as well, in addition to the education. And then the most recent thing that you were getting ready to talk about is the member discount program, which I'm super excited about because it's something that our members have requested. It's been a big dream of Jerry's since, starting this association. We always, had the idea that, okay, we would be able to offer discounts and be able to offer, things that are actually tangible in addition to just education that can really benefit you personally and professionally. So I love it. About the discount program. So after you join, you'll receive a separate email that gives you access to your AOPP member discount program. So, okay. Thanks, Alane.
You're welcome. There it is. I was trying to get it for you. So this is it. This is all the discounts that you can get. This is some of them. So if you go to this page, hold on, I'll go ahead and put the member discount. I think I have it here. If you want to see the member discounts, if you are already a member, you can scan the QR code up there on the top of the screen. And actually see this member discount page closely. Look at this. Look at like Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Amazon, all of this. You all $90 a year right now if you buy today. Usually $100 a year. There's an app. This is so cool, yeah. Laura.
So I know we picked this specific company because it's nationwide. They provide the most discounts nationwide that we could find. There's over 850,000 different opportunities to save. The average discount is 30% off retail value. I mean, there's everything. The biggest reason that that I started looking into these things was really for the travel, because so many practitioners, you're traveling to shows, you're traveling to see clients, you're traveling to whatever it is. So the number one thing is the travel. So you can save on flights, you can save on hotels, you can save on car rentals. And
Universal Studios, $78 for the DoubleTree. I mean, that's a nice hotel. I mean, a night. I mean, these are great.
And then what I also liked about this program as well is that it's not just that, but you can use these. Like, so if you're out of town, you can put in the zip code where you are and find, the local pizza place or the local Mexican place and see if there's a discount you can use, locally there. So you don't have to use it just in your area. You can use it wherever you are. You can download the app. It's an app called My Deals. And you can scroll through, put in your zip code where you are, and it'll show you. So what you do is if you click on those, after you have to be logged in, I believe, but what it'll do, it'll either give you a QR code that you can, scan if you're in person, or it'll give you the discount code if you're online and you need to type something in, depending on which of the retailers you're looking at. Yeah, it'll help you use those. And it can be, so these deals can be combined with other deals. So there's no limit on these. So if you're a member somewhere else and they also offer deals and they allow you to combine different discounts, you can use these discounts there too. So it really is an amazing platform. I think on average, when they were telling me about this, on average, you can save, or the average person saves about $1,000 a year using, just different promos that they find throughout, whether it's, like I said, whether you're traveling, eating, health and beauty stuff. I know.
That is amazing.
Isn't that fun?
Okay, so you're telling me, so it's $100 a year for the basic membership. You get the discount today, $90 using the promo code. What was it again?
Save 10.
Save 10. And then you could save $1,000 a year. And if you're looking at this and saying, I don't have any of those restaurants near me, this is like, I'm not logged in right now. This is just pulling my location. So if you want to go to look at the member discounts, just get a basic overview of what it would be for you. You could scan the QR code and check those out, which, I mean, Lauren, you are doing so much. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, one other thing that you have that's really, really cool is research. So if you are interested in PEMF and you want to know about research, there is so much research that you are compiling and you and Jerry put on the website, and it's all there for people who want to learn. So what does that look like? Like, where do you keep that? What types of research?
So right now, I'm really excited. We're getting ready to revamp sort of a lot about the website. We have a whole new marketing team we've brought on board, a whole new web development team. So a lot of this is going to look a little bit differently in the coming. Yes, I'm super excited. It's going to look a little different, but I think it's going to be much more user friendly. But that being said, it is all there for everyone to access now. The research is open to members and to the public. So we want people to be able to, find the research easily and read what's going on. So we pull research all the time from different journals, from PubMed. So you can search by different indications if you're looking, at pain or bones or, there's tons of different things. So you can search by different things, but then we post, the most recent articles as they become available. Some of the other things that we'll post are different case studies and clinical trials that different companies are doing, just so that everyone can sort of stay in the know and sort of in the loop about what's going on, even if it's not your equipment or your machine, or it's not something that is, an indication that would maybe impact you. It is always just so interesting, I think, to understand how much is being done in terms of the research and the trials that's out there. I mean, it really is growing, and that's the exciting thing. And all of the research that's out there really encourages more, right? It says, okay, this is doing something. We know that it's helping with this. Let's understand the elements that's making this work. Let's understand how it can work on this now. And I think that is just fascinating. So
yeah, if you want to go to the research page, it's right here. If you can scan this QR code, it's right here. I'm going to put up the learn and join back in a minute. But if you're interested in doing PEMF research and seeing studies, you can search by indication right there by scanning that QR code. That's so cool, Lauren. I mean, really, I didn't know about the new website and stuff. That's really, really exciting. I love that for you guys. That's great. I know that's always a process, but that is so great. So I think that the coolest thing that I that you guys are doing is just, you're representing the community, you're bringing people together. I think that this is just so lost in the PMF world right now, and particularly for the consumer. I think people are confused, and I can say all sorts of stuff, other competitors of ours could say stuff, but like, it just doesn't make sense. It gets overwhelming because who's telling the truth and who's not. And I just love that you are creating this safe space for people to feel, to come together, to be like a team and learn and grow. I think it's excellent. I always push everyone who does MagnaWave, who buys a MagnaWave. Like, we do really, really pride ourselves in our education. We pride ourselves in our marketing, but I do love for people to go and join the AOPP, because why wouldn't you enjoy those member discounts? Why wouldn't you have another place for research? Why wouldn't you have another community where you could just enjoy learning and growing together?
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say, yes, MagnaWave, you guys, your education it's amazing. I hear that from all your practitioners. And there's people out there and other equipment that maybe it isn't as comprehensive. And so, it's nice to be able to provide that level of education to people that are just getting started and, maybe haven't even thought about doing this as a business yet, but are just trying to explore the benefits of PEMF. So we're happy to be there for sort of everyone at their different levels or different stages of their journeys. If they're just figuring out about PEMF and need to learn more and understand the science, we want to help them do that. If you're a practitioner trying to grow your business and you're doing it in a responsible, legal, ethical way, we want to help support you, as well. So for us, it's just about getting PEMF and what it can do out there, and keeping it protected as well. So,
all right, we have a ton of questions. First of all, what courses are included with the $100 membership or $90 membership? If you join today, it's right there, learn and join, and it's save 10. So what's included with that?
Okay, so the certified membership, you get 2 certifications. So 2 of the PEMF certifications. You get the general PEMF, and then you get your choice of a specialty PEMF certification. So there's 3 options. You can do large animal, small animal, or human. Some people ask me, okay, I've already done the general through MagnaWave. Can I just get 2 of the specialty? The answer is yes. Just purchase the certified membership and put in a notes when you go to checkout that you would like the human and the small animal, and we'll adjust those. But typically you get the general and then your choice of one of the specialty. So you get 2 of those certification courses. If you want to take the other 2, you can always elect to do those. You can add those later. You have to be a member to purchase individual certifications, but after you're a member, those are only $50 each. So if you want to,
and then the red light too, they could add the red light later too.
Yeah, you can absolutely add the red light, because then after you're a member, that certification is no longer $50. It's only $25. So if you just join the certified membership for $90, then you can add the red light as well. So for literally, what is that, $115? And you'll get 3 certifications in addition to all of the other member benefits, the discounts, all of the benefits that are in the member portal as well. Our new website is going to update our map feature, our business listing as well. Super excited about that. We do have, the current map listing is there. So that is included in your membership. To help advertise for your business. But yeah, I'm super excited about the new map that'll be coming too. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Somebody said Microsoft Office for $39. Wow, thank you. I'm telling you, that's a heck of a sale. We also have somebody asked how they find their membership ID.
It comes in your email. So once you join, we don't love to inundate you with emails, but that's just sort of the process at this point. So you'll probably get 2, maybe 3 emails. You'll get the first one. It will come from me that says, welcome to your membership. And it'll have links to enter your education, start your education, look at your portal, etc. Then you're going to get a second email from AOPP member discounts. It might say access development in the email head. That is going to say, welcome to your AOPP member discounts. It'll have our logo, everything. It won't look like a scam or anything. It should look exactly like it came from us. It has a link to log in. And at the bottom of that email, it has your user ID, your member ID. If you deleted that email or can't find it or whatever it is, you only need it one time. You only need it the first time that you log in. if you can't find it or you missed that email, you can always email me or call me, and I can look it up for you very easily. There's also, I think, on the member discount page itself, that page is staffed 24/7. So you can call or use their, I don't know if it's called live chat, but it's something like live chat on their website. There's someone on there 24/7. So if you're trying to book something and your code isn't working or you can't log in, there's always an additional customer service that isn't on our website. It's specifically on the discount page. So you can always call them or email them, and they can look up your member ID as well.
Awesome. Okay. And then hold on, I got another one for you. I'm going to put your email on here.
Yes.
Is that okay if I put it up? It's Lauren,
Yes.
right? Is that the first? Okay.
PEMFprofessionals.com.
Okay, let me see. There we go. So I'm putting that up there if anybody has questions that they would like to get answered.
Yes.
Hopefully I spelled everything correctly. Let's see. There was another one. How many different companies, like how many practitioners from different companies, what other, like how many other companies? I know you train for other companies as well.
Yes.
How many, somebody is asking, like, how many different types of companies are you working with?
So we have members from 15 different, I wouldn't call them, I guess, different manufacturers. They have different devices.
Distributors.
Yes, we have partnered with a couple of different distributors, one in the UK and one here, that use our education. So they sell a variety of different PEMF devices and other wellness devices as well, but they use our PEMF education to educate their practitioners, the people that they're distributing to. We are in 16 different countries right now. So we have members in 16 different countries, which kind of blows my mind. And they're using, that different number of equipment and machines as well. I can't say any major company or distributor in the US that you have heard of, we have a member or several from. When I came on board back in 2020, the glorious year of the pandemic, I think we had 72 members. I'm not sure, but it was sad. And we are knocking on the door at 1,000 members. So it's, we've come a long way, and there's, are just now starting to, as much as they're finding about PEMF, they're also starting to find us and see the benefit of having, that unbranded, unbiased education and just somebody else in your corner that can help explain what PEMF is without selling you anything other than education and understanding and support. I'm seeing emails come in. I will answer everyone when I get off of this live.
There's people who want their membership IDs. There's people who are asking about getting their thing switched. Like one girl said she bought her membership this morning and she wants to do 2 of the other ones. So, they're going to email you. So give her 24 hours maybe to respond, you guys, because she's probably going to get a lot. What about existing members? When we renew, what is our cost?
So right now you're grandfathered in. So when you renew, it is you stay at the cost when you renew, or when you originally purchased. So if you purchase today, and my phone's ringing, you all, I'm so popular today. So if you purchase today, you'll renew at $90 next year. So whatever price you purchase at is what you renew at. That's what I mean by grandfathered in.
Forever?
Forever.
So if they buy today, it's always going to be $90 a year?
Forever, even if and when because our prices will go up, right? We're getting it to that point where we have a critical mass and we can, start to increase some things and offer some new things as well. But yes, once you join and you renew, if you stay a member, now you have to stay a member. You can't
cancel and come back and ask you for your $90.
No. Yeah, you have to stay a member. But yeah, once you are in, you're locked in or whatever they say at that price.
Wow, that is so cool. So that's a great deal, you all. So if you do the $90 today with the save 10, you can scan this right now. Or if you're on a phone and you can't scan this, the actual link to this is at the top, pinned to the top in the comments. That is, Lauren, that's amazing. Okay. Somebody's asking about Nebraska. What do I need to do being in Nebraska for regulatory reasons to not get in trouble? Now, very quickly, my thing is make sure you're not diagnosing, make sure that you're not walking around like, we talk about sessions, like just as a MagnaWave person, I would say the main thing is always follow the rules that we set forth for you. And that is that you are giving information to vets and the owners. You are not making decisions on what's going on with the animal. But what else would you recommend, Lauren?
I think that the number one thing that I would say is if you're going to a show or a competition or whatever it is, make sure that, and if you're planning on using your equipment there, make sure you've talked to whoever is in charge there, whether it's the vet that's on staff that's in charge, or there's a rules committee or whatever it is. Make sure this is not a situation where you want to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. I know in a lot of cases it's like, oh, we'll just ask for forgiveness. It should be fine. And I hate to be like, the Debbie Downer of the group. And, because a lot of people do, they're like, I'm just going to do it and wait for somebody to tell me no. It makes us all look bad. It makes everyone appear unprofessional and that you're not willing to abide by the rules that they've set forth, so that when these things come up again, we're looked at as, sort of these rogue people who are, trying to practice medicine or trying to practice, something that they think that, we don't understand or whatnot. So I think absolutely understanding and abiding by the rules, communicating with the boards that of wherever you are, whatever the event is, and then, getting us involved if you hear anything else that's going on, of course. So also, I will say this too. If you have a vet who supports what you're doing, get that in writing and please send that to me. Because if we can, the more support I can garner, from us as one whole voice, the bigger impact, when we go to the meeting in September, I can say, not only do I represent, thousands of practitioners and the thousands of animals that they serve, but there is also, these number of vets in your own state who are saying that this is not veterinary medicine. We don't want to regulate it. As long as they're certified and educated, we're good with it. And that will continue to be our stance. And that's one of the reasons, of course, I love your all's education, but when we are approaching these regulatory boards, we're saying, we understand you want everyone to be educated. We do too. That's why we would like for you to regulate that someone must be certified, whether it's a manufacturer certification or ours. That is okay. Require it. We're on board with that. So that is probably where these, a lot of these boards are going to land. They're going to say, okay, we're not going to call it veterinary medicine. You're not a vet tech, so you don't have to be licensed in those ways. But if you want to use this equipment at state, sanctioned functions or things like that, then you need to have the credentials and the education, provided to back that up. And in addition to your liability insurance and on the other things that they want you to have when you're, participating in things like that. Yeah. The other thing is I can post the letter and the contact information on the regulations page for who I've been contacting in the state of Nebraska. So that, and I have a sort of a form letter that you guys can write. Normally I post those things and nobody sends the email, but if you are committed and want to get involved, I am more than happy. I'll get on the phone with you and talk to you about what you can do. If you email me, I'll send you a copy of a letter that you can send and give you contact information. Yeah. So you can make some noise. I
mean, we should all be writing to Nebraska and sending this to them and letting them know that we support this and we want these people, we want to move forward, because again, it's like one of those things. If they start coming from one state, they start making changes, it does spiral. And it's been so long, we've been working so hard, and this is such a safe modality. And unfortunately, overregulation has become a problem in the United States and the world, where we are actually hindering the way that we should be providing wellness by over-regulating every single thing. And I feel like at some point, we've got to let people know that we are a team, we work together, and this is a safe modality, right? And so I think a lot of it is just the unknown. A lot of these vets, a lot of these boards, a lot of these regulatory people, they just don't know what it is. They compare it to other things. They may think it's something else completely, like shockwave or whatever. They don't understand it, and so they just assume that it's dangerous instead of really getting the education. I think that's part of the journey. But they, in order to look at that education, sometimes they have to be pushed to realize that there is a community out there that cares, right? So everybody should be sending that email and whatever they could do to Nebraska.
And it's, unfortunately, it's not just like, that was really my stance going into this, was like, okay, they just don't get it. They just don't know. Unfortunately, some of them do, and they are motivated by other factors, be whatever they are out in the universe, right? Use your imagination, but they're motivated by other factors to not have these types of modalities be successful and widely available and widely accessible. So, there are other people are motivated by other different things. And so that's why it's not just as simple as me writing a letter or an email. I need more noise, right? I need some backup. And that comes in, that it's not just, I'm not saying, everyone needs to write a letter, but I need the continued support of a variety of
everyone needs to write a letter. I'm saying it.
It would be nice. It would help, I'm sure, right? The squeaky wheel gets the grease, right?
Yes, write a letter. Like let's make it. I mean, if we all care about this and we believe in it, then why are we not supporting, and writing a letter? I mean, if you send it to me, email it to me, because I'd be happy to email it to our practitioners. I'd be happy to write a letter myself. I really feel like that's so important. And a lot of times, one of the things that I've seen you do is when someone has gotten into an issue or had an issue, you've actually had let them speak to legal representation or help them find legal representation in their state. And that's amazing. Like, if you're looking for the correct attorney, like having someone in your corner. I mean, obviously those people have to pay for those attorneys, but having that resource of talking to you because they're a member and being able to be pointed in the right direction. That's amazing. So it's not just individuals, it's all of us, but we have to keep something like this going. You have to be a member of the group of the AOPP to do this.
Yes, part of it too. Yes, when you're a member, I can't retain counsel on your behalf. We can't afford to do that for, any person who has any legal issue. And I'm not an attorney, but I am absolutely willing to help walk you through what, I can talk to our counsel and say, okay, what should this person do hypothetically in this situation? And they can advise me and I can share that information with you. And at least at that point, you have some guidance, you have some help before you have to, and hopefully, we don't get to that place where you have to, bring attorneys and things like that to get involved. But in some situations we do. And, my power just flickered. Did you see that? I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was very weird. I did like the universe doesn't like me talking about this or something. I'm sharing too much. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, it's important to be involved. So we have a couple questions. Are we okay to share information to our business pages if from AOPP, like articles, et cetera, that are informative? Obviously, if they're members, it's okay for them to share that stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on the research page, there should be, if it's a specific, once you click on that specific article, I think you can click like share and you can share to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever it's called now. So you can share directly from there. It won't let you do that from the regulations page because you have to be a member to view most of those. But yes, any of the research articles, there's blog posts as well. So I try to put, and there's, like I said, some clinical trials. If there's just articles and informative stuff about what's going on, maybe it's not a peer reviewed journal article, but it's something that, is going on in the community. Yeah, there you go. So you can share there, and absolutely.
There's the share links right there. You can text it, call I don't know what that is.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. And then Reddit, I guess, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook. So you can share these right here, all the information. This is great, Lauren.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great. So this is great information for you if you are researching PEMF. This is great information for you if you are a business and you want to share information about PEMF. It's just a really great thing. So you know what, guys? You should learn and join and get the certified. Scan this right here and use the promo code SAVE10. It's right there. And use that to get $90 a year, and it's locked in forever. And you also get those awesome member discounts. This is fantastic. If anybody has any more questions, please send them to us right now. I'm making sure I didn't miss any. I don't think I did.
Nice.
Wow, there is so much great information like that you are providing that I didn't even realize that this is huge for people who are in business or like wanting to start learning about PEMF. Like this is fantastic. Can
Yeah.
you send the link to the app? Somebody said. So I think they're talking about the app for the member discounts. Once you how would they get that link? Because supposedly there's several of the apps, different apps in there.
Oh, for the app is called My Deals. Is that what you're talking about to down? Or
Yes.
if you go to if you visit the member discounts page on the website, I think if you scroll, Alane, did you have that up? I think if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you should be able to click like download or get the app or whatever it says.
Let's see.
I don't know if it'll do it on your phone though.
Get the app right here. Get the app.
Yes.
Well, first of all, let me get rid of the cookies thing. Okay. Get the app. Redeem deals direct right here. It's right here at the bottom of the member discounts page. So if you go to AOPP right here, we're on the Association of PMF Professionals. Member discounts is right here at the top.
It's that orange button, yeah, at the top.
Beep, 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 beep. And this is where you log in if you're a member.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Hold on. We got some more questions here. Somebody's asking for an app for the AOPP. I think you said you're redoing the website. So is there any time that there might be an app for the AOPP in the future?
I would, of course, love to see an app. Right now, I would just love to see the site be much more mobile, user friendly. So that's one of the biggest functions and features that we're working on is getting everything to, most of our users and visitors are on their phones, right? And that's something that we're seeing an increase of for whatever reason over the last couple of years. So that's something that our web development team is very aware of. We want it to be more user friendly on your phone. So an app, yes, I'm hopeful is in the future, but in the meantime, I'm hopeful that the redeveloped website will at least help, handle some of those bugs and irritating, just screen issues and stuff like that.
Awesome. Okay. Then does the $90 a year give us access to the certifications too? Or are those an additional fee? So you went over that a little bit earlier, but maybe you can say it again. I think they get one or three.
Get two. They get 2 certifications, 2 of the 4. So you can, it automatically comes with the general certification and one of the specialties so that you can choose if you want to get a specialty certification in human PEMF, large animal, or small animal. If you already feel like you have the general, then you can just do 2 of the specialty ones. You just have to put that in a note when you go to checkout so that we know to give you access to the different specialty course and not the general course. But yes,
the general is just all about PMF. It's like but it's pretty in depth about PMF, correct?
It talks about, it really explains the science. It does a lot of understanding. I like it because it's helpful, like low power versus high power, analog versus digital. It explores all of those things, but in a way that isn't machine specific. I don't know how to better describe that, but like you get a better understanding for the science behind each different type of machine so that you can understand, how and why different applications are being used and why for different indications. So many people always ask, how do I know to use this amount for this thing? How and what intensity level should I be using for this? And understand, the more understanding you have of the science about why it's working, the less of those types of questions you're going to have. I won't need to provide you a protocol sheet if you understand what your equipment is doing, right? And how it's working. So that's really the goal behind the education and the research. We always include a ton of the research within the certifications. So we explore the research that's already there and been proven so that you can better understand. And it's not just, case studies or anecdotal information, although those are in there too. But we want you to have a good understanding of what's out there and is already accepted by the science community and what's out there that people are utilizing, and what they're seeing actually works.
So that you get a PMF overview, basically is what the general is when you do the $90 a year, and then you get one of the specialties or 2.
You get one of the specialties.
One of the specialties. So either large animal, human, or small animal.
Yes.
And then if they want to just do 2 specialties, like they feel like they understand PMF, which I would recommend doing the general, like the overview. I think that's great for anyone, even if you've done training through MagnaWave. Like that to me sounds excellent. But you could do 2 of the specialties, and then afterwards you could purchase the if you once you finish those courses, they can purchase the red light at $25 instead of 50. Correct?
Yes, that's correct. After you're a member, the red light is only $25, not 50.
Okay, so David said, "Oh my God, enough with the memberships. Talk about the technology and what machine I should buy. I want to buy one today." David, we don't know what machine you should buy because we don't know what you need it for. So what I would recommend doing is exactly what are you needed for? Are you looking to start a business? Are you looking to help your animals, yourself? Like, what are you trying to do? If you want to talk to about MagnaWave machines, I'd be happy to go through that with you. We can get on a phone call today and talk about that. But that's not really where Lauren's specialty is not going to be helping you pick the best machine. That's going to be something
we do have a fun checklist on the website if you're just getting started, and it really, takes you through some of those questions. Of course, we don't make any recommendations about what specific equipment, but it tells you what to consider when you're doing your shopping and doing your research. So I think it's called What to Know Before You Buy. You could check that out on our website, or you can always email me if you have specific questions. I'm always happy to answer things like that. But yeah, in terms of recommendations for machines and what to use for what, that's not necessarily something that we do.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the What to Know Before You Buy. There's I see that what is PEMF education. So there's some basic just videos on here too.
Yes.
That's cool. So you just go to the search feature and you can search some of those like really educational videos. So, just to David's point, it's really important to make sure you do know. I want to see what's on that What to Know Before You Buy. That's great. That's great information because a lot of people don't know what questions to ask. All right. Can the AOPP continuing educations and additional certifications be applied toward our requirements? CE for MagnaWave? Unfortunately not, because the AOPP is totally different than us, and what they cover, what we cover are different. Is different, totally different information. And MagnaWave, we do focus some on regulatory, just so we want you all to be up on regulatory, but we also have machine specific changes, information like that if we need to, as well as the newest information around what we've learned and what we're working on. So yes, unfortunately, they cannot at this time. In the future, could Lauren and I work something like that out? Possibly, but right now, no. Does AOPP offer hands-on training right now?
We do not right now, although that is, of course, something that, we would love to offer. However, that's a much bigger task because our members are, they use all types of different equipment on all types of different demographics in a variety of different places. So, that would definitely be a bigger undertaking. But yeah, we would love to do that. We always encourage, any practitioners, if you have the ability to do hands-on training with your manufacturers, or if some companies will, bring you out so that, when you buy your machine, they'll train you for a day or two. We always encourage you guys to do all of that training, do, any of that. Because the more hands-on, the better. It would be hard for us because we would have to, I know that's an interesting question. I don't know how we would logistically do that, but I would love to explore, some options like that. It's just because
I know Jerry has talked to me about doing some big event at some point. I know you have done online stuff, but he has talked about one day, his dream was to have a big, just wellness PMF,
we would love to do like a conference and like trade show. Yes, exactly. So that we could have every PMF company come in and show, their equipment and what it does and what they sort of specialize in and have practitioners come and learn about it. I think that the industry, we're not unified enough yet. There's still there's just a lot of secrecy between companies and skepticism about, what people's intentions are. But yes, absolutely. I think that would be, that's the cherry on the top. That's, what we're shooting for sure, is getting everybody in the same place to talk about the same goals.
Okay, so I think we should go ahead and do we have the entire day to sign up with the AOPP for the $90 yearly fee?
Yes, it expires at midnight.
Go ahead and scan it, Wendy, so you have it on your phone or whatever. It expires at midnight, and then use the Save 10 discount code. It's gone. Okay, so I am going to give away today. I am going to do a giveaway since Lauren has generously done the $10 off. MagnaWave is going to do a giveaway for you guys. I'm looking around for what to give away. Like it's just going to pop into my head. But I think maybe we should do a giveaway of, well, I have this. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna give away a bottle of bourbon. This is MagnaWave specific bourbon. It's branded MagnaWave. It says "Picked for You" by Pat Ziemer. That's my dad, and it's a really really great bourbon here in Kentucky. So we're gonna give one of these bottles of bourbon away. I know everybody wants us to give away a membership, but I think we're already doing the $10 off. So I think I'm gonna give this away. I'm gonna give this away, and then people want an attachment. Okay, so I will give this away first for anybody who just wants this, and maybe they don't have a MagnaWave machine, right? So if you want to get the bourbon, okay, what we're gonna do is, Lauren, you are gonna pick a number, you're gonna write it down, and this chat is gonna move fast, okay? So whenever we say that number, okay, whenever you write that number down, they're gonna have to guess that number. And the first person who guesses it wins. Now, if you make sure you write your name after the number, you all, so that we know who won the bourbon. Okay. So, Lauren, did you write your number down?
No. Number between what and what?
1 and 100.
Oh. Okay.
Now, I don't know this unless you like send it to me somewhere so I can help you, because I can't help you.
You can't help me.
I can't help you because it's gonna go fast. All right, so you guys, you could, if you want the bourbon, you could guess now. Okay, you see where they're posting it in this chat?
Oh, it's,
see it?
Yeah, mine's not moving.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, yeah, I do. Oh, wait, somebody already got it.
Okay, who was it?
Bella Brinker.
Bella Brinker, there we go. That was quick.
77.
Bella Brinker, 77. Okay, Bella, I need you to email support at MagnaWavePEMF.com. Hold on, let me see. I might have that in here really quickly. Here it is. I need you to email support at MagnaWavePEMF.com and with your phone number, your name, and your shipping address. And write in there like bourbon winner. You know, the more information you can give everyone, the better. I will make sure that I pass this along to the team. Your name, but I don't have your shipping. Okay, now we're going to give away an attachment. Okay. So Bella, support at MagnaWavePEMF.com. All right, now I get to pick a number.
Oh, fun.
I like to pick weird numbers. Okay, hold on. I got to channel it, you know, like I got to channel it.
Yes.
I take this very seriously. Okay. If you are want to get the attachment, you can start now. Oh, we got it. Amanda Nelson, 47. Oh, no, hide. Oh God. Amanda Nelson.
It's gonna crash the internet.
It crashed it last week with the other day. There we go. 47 here. I'll show you. 47 is my number. If you can't see it. And I did that because Amanda, you're smart. You might have watched. Oh, I put the wrong one up. God, hide message. Okay. 47, Amanda Nelson. All right. Got it. Amanda, email support at MagnaWavePEMF.com. Let us know what attachment you want with your shipping address, even though I believe we have it, but just go ahead and let us know. And we will send that over. Make sure that it's a 2-plug attachment because that's what we have in stock. We only sell 2-plug attachments. I appreciate you guys. And Lauren, I love that you came on today and joined me because I think what you're doing is amazing. I think that, you know, I wish every single company would support you the same way that I try to. I think that it's just stupid that we're not, but we're getting there. So no matter, please, if you have a friend who's a practitioner with another company, if you whatever, please send them this and tell them to join because it's awesome. Learn and join. Save 10. There it is. Save 10 today. Get the certified. It's over at midnight. Anything you want to add in for everyone?
No, I don't think so. I appreciate the support that you guys get and or give us. We're getting it, as well from other practitioners and companies. So it's exciting. I'm always excited to be part of this industry as it continues to grow and change, and I'm excited to see all of your all's businesses, grow and the journeys that you're on as well. That's why we all do it, right? Is all of the amazing stories and successes that everyone, is able to share and experience. So thank you for letting me come on and hang out with you guys. It's been really a good time.
I love talking to you. I wish we could talk more, but I love that. I just love everything you're doing. I am just so proud of the work that you're done and how well you and Jerry have grown this. So join the AOPP if you yeah, just join the AOPP. Please,
Yeah.
please. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will be live. If you are a MagnaWave practitioner, I'll be live throughout the week. Later this next week, I'll be live again. I will send out push notifications for that. But I appreciate you guys so much and have a great rest of your day.
Yes, thank you all so much.